What's going on, everyone? We're going to cover some levels that I want to look at for tomorrow. Again, by the way, right now we're running a 3-day free trial inside of Evolution Traders. If you guys want to kind of look around the room, get yourself familiar with the group and the community, definitely take advantage of that. It's 3 days free. Now, with that being said, we're going to dive into this NQ chart here. And if you found a little bit troublesome to find some trades, or maybe, the 20, 30, 40 point trades that you have been getting, you're not getting right now. Right now, I've gone down into a little bit of just a base hit mentality. I'm always kind of on a base hit mentality, but a little bit more so right now. And the reason is we're in a period of distribution. And what we're looking at here is the 4-hour time frame on the NASDAQ futures. And if you see here, since we've broken through this channel of prices of 20,950, we have been trading in a period of distribution for 6 days. So you're getting a little bit of a slow grind up, followed by a little bit of a slow grind down. You're getting a big spike up, followed by a slow grind down. And it's been kind of going in this pattern. Now, right now, on this 4-hour time frame, we've got a couple of key areas that I want to really focus on, and that's the daily 5 SMA, which is sitting right here at around 21,430. If we get over that and we start to put in a 4-hour candle closure over that, that's going to be breaking this flag pattern. If you notice here, big spike that we had a couple of days ago, followed by a little period of rest. If we start to break this daily 5 SMA, we definitely have room to 21,500. That's going to be this first dotted line here. So that's going to be price target number 1. And then if we get any break over this, I'm looking at 21,567. Now, if we get a full-on breakout through 21,567, I'm going to expect that we start the next leg up into 22,000. Okay, so what I would be looking for here is a break and then followed by a pullback that holds between 21,500 and 21,550, holds this area and then starts to make that leg up. If the market's going to roll over and we're going to come right back down to the floors, we do have support below today's lows, sitting down here at 21,100. That's going to be a key area to kind of watch. If we do start to lose today's lows, you're going to have an opportunity to short the market there. You just want to make sure you're extra careful and cautious. Make sure that you're getting a break and then a confirmation. Don't just jump in when we break that level. Make sure it breaks, retest, and then kind of confirms the new low. Then I would play it into 21,100. If something beyond that happens, we're going to be looking down here towards the key level that we broke out of a week ago, and I wouldn't really want to see this level get tested again, because that might tell you, and that might be the indicator that we're going to start to trickle down lower. Now, there's some areas of support that we still need to test. We're well over the 200-day moving average, which is sitting at 20,400. So if it wanted to pull back and back test one more time, maybe it can do that. That's all the way down here. To be honest, let me put this daily 50 on the chart really quickly. So the daily 50, just so we can kind of see where that's at, and that's going to be blue, is way down here. So ever since kind of reclaiming that daily 50 SMA and that 200 SMA, I mean, it's been a runaway train. So again, when you see days like today where, or days like the last week where, you're not getting a whole lot of follow through, let's just kind of zoom out here and look at the facts, right? If you look at the facts of where we're coming from, okay, we've come a long way in a very short period of time. I mean, look at this chart, right? Look at this chart. The lows that we had were down here about a month and a half ago. So we haven't seen any new lows in the last month and a half, and that's very, very bullish. We've reclaimed the 200-day moving average. That's very, very bullish, but we haven't had any back test yet. And the farther that this continues to grind up without any back test of that 50, back test of that 200-day moving average, the bigger and steeper the fall is going to be. So something healthy, maybe we see a little bit of a pop here and then we start to push down towards 20,944. I'd actually like to see us, kind of sweep that, come down into this range, consolidate for 1 or 2 days, and then push back higher. But again, we got to stay on our toes for if the market wants to continue to grind to the upside, right? We don't want to tell ourselves that, hey, market needs to pull back, so I'm just going to be 100% short bias. If the market wants to go and it wants to go up, just let it go up, but be on the right side of the trade. So a little sneaky area that I'm looking at here is 21,500, right? 21,500, little 50, 60 point trade into the high here, and then maybe kind of taking it just shy of that to make sure I avoid getting trapped. Any closure above 21,567, I want to see it break. I want to see a new high get put in, and then I'm going to wait for a smaller time frame candle to confirm that new high, depending on what time frame I'm trading on the intraday. If it's the 5 minute, then great. I want to see a break on the 5 minute and then a confirmation on the 5 minute. If it's the 15, if it's the 1, doesn't really matter. You know, again, if you're a 1 minute trader, you're probably not looking for a 100-point move, right? I mean, again, you might be, but you know, the odds of you getting 100 points before it stops you out at a very tiny stop loss on a 1 minute chart is slim to none. So again, just, you know, be realistic, but make sure that whatever time frame you're trading, if you get that breakout to the high side, make sure it breaks, make sure it retests, make sure it goes and then confirms a new high. That's what we're going to be looking at inside of Evolution Traders for the rest of the week. So I'm going to be going over this intraday, doing some live trading with everyone. Again, if you want to join the room, that link is down in the description box below. 3-day free trial right now. Also, guys, Apex 80% off ends today. So make sure you're loading up on those accounts if you need them. Apex 80% off ends today. Use code DAnthony. I'll see all of you guys on the next one.